George Brindley finalist, Josiah Sims. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Newington High School Athletics Awards Night. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Chris Myers. I'm the Director of Athletics here at Newington High School. Before we begin tonight's event, I ask that everybody please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
So for those of you that have been attending many of our sporting events, you would notice that that is a new rendition. The older rendition was in 2014, so we'll be rolling that one out for the 2026 sports year, so that'll start in the fall. So thank you to Jacob and his crew and the recording crew for getting that on board. Thank you guys very much. So we want to start off with recognizing some of our teams that really work day in and day out to improve and build and develop and be able to succeed within their sport. Now, even though you commit yourself, put in the time and effort, there's not always a given opportunity to compete at that next level. But these teams have risen to a level where they were able to compete in our state tournaments. So what I would like to ask is if, when your team is called, every member of that team please stand and stay standing for your season. So we're going to start off with the fall. The fall, our girls cross country program. Boys cross country. Oh, stay standing, please. Girls volleyball. Girls swimming and diving. Boys golf. Girls soccer, who are also conference champions. Boys soccer, who are CIAC state semifinalists. And our football program, who was also a CIAC state semifinalist. Congratulations to all of our fall state tournament teams. Congratulations. On to the winter. Our cheerleading team. Girls basketball. Indoor track. Boys swimming and diving. Our wrestling team members. Girls ice hockey team members. Boys ice hockey. And boys basketball, who was CCC and CIAC state quarterfinalists. Congratulations to our winter programs. And lastly, the spring. These seasons just wrapped up. First, our baseball program. Our softball team. Boys tennis. Girls golf. Boys outdoor track. Girls outdoor track, who are also conference champions for the first time in 32 years. Congratulations, ladies. And girls tennis, who are also conference champions. Congratulations to our spring state tournament teams. Who did I forget? Peanut Gallery. Along with our teams that excelled, we had many students that stood out during their seasons. We play in the Central Connecticut Conference, which is the largest conference in the state, so the competition is fierce and very challenging. So to be able to be labeled an all-conference athlete is a really elite accomplishment. I will also do these by sport. What I would ask is when I call your name, if you would please come to the riser in front, we will take a photo of all of our all-conference team members from each season collectively. In the fall for cross country, Santiago Rodriguez. For field hockey, Chloe Savastra. For football, Josiah Sims, Heath Whedon, Victor Rodriguez, Devin Cardona, Mason Hill, Jaden Menguel, and Geronimo Ortiz. For boys soccer, Jack Vendetti, Andrew Alamany, and Caden Critchlow. For girls swimming, Patricia Napoli, Sophia Panchison, for volleyball, Nyla Gonzalez Costa, and for boys golf, Dylan Dinninger. Sorry, Dill. Congratulations to our fall all-conference athletes. Please look at Mr. Yeah, just squeeze in there. Girls soccer. Hold on, I skipped girls soccer. Jillian Bouchard. Jeez. Keegan Alderucci. Ariadne Sturgakis. Olivia Canapari. Maya Lacruve. And Nora Lewandowski. The list was too long. Congratulations. For our winter programs, Josiah was trying to save you some steps. Boys basketball, Josiah Sims. Jalen Douglas. For girls basketball, Maggie Krasuski. For cheerleading, Avery Cuccinella. And Quinn DeVoe. For wrestling, Makar Blazgovich. For indoor track, Caden Critchlow. Jack Vendetti. Sorry, Jack. Santiago Rodriguez. Anaya Ross. Ariadne Sturgakis. Brooklyn Crawford. Michaela Rivera. And Olivia Canapari. All right, everybody squeeze in. Congratulations to our winter all-conference athletes. Jack. For our spring, unfortunately, not every program has had their end-of-season meeting and selected all-conference. Some sports just do it a little later. So what we will do is we will report on the sports that we do have access to. Boys and girls lacrosse, unfortunately, are doing their meetings later tonight, so we don't have those. But we will report on what we do have. So in the spring, for softball, we have Maya Simpson, and Anaya Ross. For baseball, we have Dylan Chamberlain, Ben Michaud, and Stephen Kinnery. They're all at a scrimmage, unfortunately. For volleyball, Austin Miller. For outdoor track, Michaela Rivera. Joanna Piñancos. Lacey Montana. Edlina Punzelin. Maggie Krasuski. Brooklyn Crawford. Olivia Canapari. Ariadne Sturgakis. Jada Manson. And Ashley Cue. For boys outdoor track, Caden Critchlow. And Santiago Rodriguez. For boys tennis, Patrick Milewski. Charlie Kress. Thomas DiNapoli. Dylan Andrade. And in girls tennis, Neha Vishwanath. Suri Sanchez. Emma DePace. And Sasha Tachuk. Congratulations to our spring all-conference athletes. Now everybody smile for a photo, please. So our student athletes do a tremendous job of representing themselves, our team, our program, and our community throughout our conferences, but they also represent us throughout our state. Some student athletes not only excelled in our programs within Newington, not only within the CCC, which is the largest conference, but also were recognized from coaches around the state as the best in their sport throughout the state of Connecticut. At this time, we will recognize those student athletes that have achieved all state honors. For boys soccer, Jack Vendetti. Girls soccer, Keegan Alderucci. For football, Heath Whedon. I'm going to announce both, Joe. For football and boys basketball, Josiah Sims. And for girls soccer, who also earned All New England, Jillian Bouchard. And unfortunately, all-state voting for the spring doesn't take place for another week or two, so we don't have any of the all-state for the spring, but these are all-state from fall and winter. Congratulations to our student athletes. At this time, I'd like to invite my wife, Sarah, and my sons, Brennan and Reed, to the stage. We made a little shift a few years ago. We used to have all the scholarships on tonight, and we shifted the scholarships to the school scholarship night. But there's one scholarship that was actually created at this event 14 years ago that we just felt it made sense to keep it on tonight. Hi, guys. Hi, honey. It's been a while, amazingly enough, so many of you may not know. But my son, Jacob Lawrence Myers, was here with us for a very short period in my first year when I was here. Unfortunately, we did lose him after that short time. But in that time, Jake overcame many struggles. And really, we wanted to make sure that we continued with a scholarship that would continue his light and recognize a student athlete that we felt, really committed to their sport, their team, and had attributes that we felt were great leadership and had industriousness, enthusiasm, and a lot of competitive greatness and excitement for our programs and our sport. This year's recipient had a little something extra, a little extra quality. They had a passion for animals in their future career goals, which is near and dear to our hearts. So we're excited to announce this year's winner, and I'll allow Brennan to announce our winner this year.
The recipient of the Jacob Lawrence Myers Scholarship is Caroline Fisher.
Thanks, buddy. All right. So our programs are full of student athletes that display great leadership, a commitment to their teams. Here to speak more about leadership is our assistant principal, Mr. Mike Gatos. Just a small note, after there will be a little presentation that Mr. Gatos will introduce. If you are in the presentation, we please ask that you please come to the risers after the video so we can get a photo of all the Leadership Award winners.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to announce the Athletic Leadership Awards. At its core, leadership is the ability to guide a group of people towards a common goal. It's about creating a shared vision, setting direction, and empowering others to contribute effectively. It is often done by inspiring, motivating, and empowering others. As I tell my own children almost on a daily basis, you don't need that C on your jersey to lead or be considered a leader. Through their actions and words, leaders prove that perseverance and unity can turn adversity into opportunity. In sport and in life, leaders are those that others look to for direction and strength. True leaders often inspire, influence, and elevate those around them. Leadership is about showing up every day with integrity, pushing through adversity, and setting the tone with effort, attitude, and resilience. I think you'll see these characteristics and traits in all of our award recipients tonight. And if all of our Leadership Award recipients could join us on the risers for a photo. Thank you and congratulations.
And just so everyone, we will post the photos that we take on the athletics website, on the Athletic Awards night, just so you can go there and take those photos from there. Congratulations to our 2026 NHS Leadership Award winners. And their names will be emblazoned in the Leadership Award plaques as they exit the facility by the gym. Unified Sports is a wonderful platform where athletes and partners join together in competition and to have some fun. Our Unified program has had some great experiences and highlights this year. Here to provide an overview of the program is our program advisor, Mr. Seth Greenberg.
As previously stated, Unified Sports is a partnership between the CIAC and Special Olympics, where athletes with special needs work with their regular peers to participate in different sports. Our program this year had many successes. We participated in 2 pep rallies, and the kids were so grateful to be honored like the other athletes in the school. We went to 2 basketball tournaments where we scored tons of points, except for that one game where we played an athlete who could have played on the JV squad for his school. To be honest, our Unified squad was pretty surprised and impressed at how calm I was during that massacre. We were invited to play at Mohegan Sun during the championship weekend at halftime of the Greenwich Northwest Catholic girls basketball game. This was the primetime game, and we did not disappoint, and I believe all of our athletes scored at least 1 basket that evening. I want to thank all of the parents for helping make that evening a complete success, because without them, that night could not happen. Then we transitioned to track season, and we were off to such a positive start, but the weather sadly made it impossible for our track meet this year, so we weren't able to host it, and it was painful to have something like that canceled. But overall, we had an amazing year, and I hope to build off this experience next year. Now, on to celebrating 2 incredible individuals, 1 athlete and 1 partner, for being such an integral part of our program and such great teammates. They were honored at the end of April at the AquaTurf, and they received their awards at that time, so I want to recognize them now. Our top athlete teammate definitely talks least and says most. She leads by example and doesn't back down from any challenge that Unified Sports has thrown at her. Throughout her 3 years in the program, I have seen her grow from a shy, timid wallflower into a confident competitor who refuses to be knocked out and knock out, even if she was knocked out. I have seen her get up in front of hundreds to perform tasks at our track meet and play basketball in front of thousands at Mohegan Sun. I said it to her and her mom before she stepped foot in the high school that I was going to break her for the better. And I did, but it never would have happened if she wasn't willing to grow as a person. When you literally watch someone grow up, it is amazing to see how they turn out. Isabel Negron is in a good place now. Come on up and be recognized for being an incredible athlete and teammate this year. Come on up, Isabel. And our top partner teammate is in very rare company because she's a 2-time winner in a row. The program would not be where it is today without her persuasiveness to recruit other partners to join Unified Sports. There is just something different about this partner because of the way she views the world around her. She sees something special in everyone, even if they don't see it in themselves. This is a rare character trait in someone that is only a junior in high school, but it is even more rare because she has always been this way for as long as I can remember. Each year, partners are given an opportunity to write an essay based on a prompt set by Unified Sports, and she wrote beautifully about her experience in Unified Sports. One quote that really resonates, actually I have 2 quotes here, but through Unified Sports, I have learned that being a good teammate is not only about playing the game, but also about understanding people and being willing to meet them where they are. And another quote from this essay was, I have learned that even small actions can make someone feel seen and valued. This is exactly what she has the gift for. She meets them where they are and lifts them up. People with Josie's qualities don't come along very often, so you have to recognize them when they do and meet them where they are. Josie Pila, please come up and be recognized for all that you do for Newington Unified Sports.
Congratulations, ladies. All right, so the next honor is probably one of the most amazing that I see each year because of the increased numbers and just the amount of student athletes that are able to do such an unbelievable job both in the classroom and in athletics. Our Academic All-Conference Honors recognizes students who earned high honors during their season of competition in which they've competed in varsity athletics. It really is a true testament to the time management skills, the hard work, the commitment, the dedication. Many of these students obviously don't really value sleep because obviously they're going to practices, going to bed late, waking up early. But they do an unbelievable job of just making sure they get what they need to done. And it really is amazing each year to see the number continue to grow. Students, we ask when your name is called, if you could please come to the risers. And what we're going to do it in two halves. For those of you that have been here before, because the number is so large, we'll do the first half and the second half. And I'm going to invite Mr. Harris and Mr. Ficcicelli to announce the names. Gentlemen. I'll go down.
Good evening. As Mr. Myers hinted at, Mr. Harris and I have over 100 names to state here, which is a great problem to have. So when we say a name, I know our students are familiar with this. We're going to go with the single clap. Then you can head over to Mr. Myers for the photo op. Andrew Alamani, Murtaza Ather, Luke Bakauko, Ishan Badugu, Julian Baez, Charlotte Baglioni, Mariana Barrera, Adrian Bielski, Elijah Black, Jillian Bouchard, Hayden Buffard, Myelise Brooks, Matthew Brown, Kevin Brown, Mackenzie Bernetti, Olivia Canapari, Jackson Castangue, Shane Catania, Layla Cedeno, Alaric Cervantes, April Chavari, Matthew Cook, Carolyn Costa, Matilde Costa, Brooklyn Crawford, Caden Critchlow, Gabriela Caltera, Samantha Caltera, Zachary Dabre, Leron Davis, Malia Davis, Brady DeMarco, Catherine DiNapoli, Thomas DiNapoli, Emma DePace, Quinn DeVoe, Isabella Dominic, Megan Dunn, Kason Farragher, Emilio Figueroa, Carolyn Fisher, Sean Fleming, Hannah Fleming, Juliana Flores, Mickelbin Foster Salters, Noah Gajes, Bernardo Garcia de Figueroa, Luan Gomes, Jerry Gong, Nayla Gonzalez Costa, Laura Greco, Sahasra Gudipudi, Sophia Gaida, Sarah Harapal, Aiden Harrigan, Chloe Hedstrom, JC Hober, Ryan Hughes, V. Huyn, Sam Jacob, Leona Johnson, Braden Karanian, Declan Kelleher, Matthew Kelly, Zaid Khan, Avery Kletz, Nora Klatt, Madison Kletz, Monica Kowalczyk, Zoe Krafthofer, Maggie Krasuski, Sandra Krychek, Julia Kuchek, Ashley Koway, Aiden Kai, Brielle Kai, Braden Lenahan, Sophia Levitz, Nora Lewandowski, and Anya Lewis. Let's give it up for the first half.
All right, round two. Coco Lee, Brianna Lyle, Gabrielle Lovelace, Nathan Liu, Oliver Lucan, Logan Mala, Kavi Mather, Benjamin Michaud, Grace Miller, Jacob Mibnaw, Darius Mitchell, Lacey Montana, Patricia Napuli, Garrick Napuli, Haley Nascimento, Bryce Nguyen, William Nayez, Kenna O'Brien, Caitlin Oliver, Alexander Orzalek, Emery Ouellette, Maya Ouellette, Natalie Pade, Sophia Panchashin, Amelia Paula Santos, Jacob Pedraza, Madeline Perrault, Nicole Pettit, Charles Pham, Tony Pham, Lillian Phelps, Aaron Pikowicz, Harper Pina, Joanna Pinacos, Taylor Prentice, Jonah Pregnano, Antonio Ponzalan, Aldina Ponzalan, Benjamin Renouf, Dylan Reynolds, Santiago Rodriguez, Madison Romano, Anaya Ross, Ella Rossi, Kiara Rossi, Alexandra Sedil, James Salvadori, Genesis Sanchez, Suri Sanchez, Chloe Savastra, Maya Simpson, Grace Singh, Ayati Singh, Lily Sojka, Anaya Stabert, Isabel Stanko, Ariadne Stergakis, Marissa Stickles, Gabriella Sivston, Dennis Sordichuk, Darius Tahirovic, Edward Tanyag, Cherie Tanyag, Allison Tardif, Alexandra Tashuk, Sierra Timmons, Rowan Tracy, Gabriel Trifone, Morgan Tucker, Tiago Vargas, Victor Vargas, Jack Vendetti, Neha Vishwanath, Lauren Visser, Madeline Visser, Julia Ward, Heath Whedon, Riley Whipple, Blake Wiley, Riley Wood, and Michaela Woods.
Whew. Congratulations, everybody. It's 163 total academic all-conference members, which is just phenomenal. So sportsmanship is the true backbone of competition. The ability to compete at the highest level while controlling one's emotions and supporting teammates consistently is key to overall success. At this time, I'd like to welcome Coach John Aquavita and Coach Cade Van Linter to the stage to announce the male and female winners of the CIAC Sportsmanship Award from Newington High School. Coach?
Sure. Hello, Nor'easters. Thank you for coming out tonight and honoring all of our outstanding student athletes. As stated, I'm presenting the George Brindley Sportsmanship Award tonight. The Sportsmanship Award is an award that never gets the respect it deserves, mostly because I think a lot of us don't really know the true meaning of what sportsmanship is. So I came up with my own definition that suits this individual. When you receive the Sportsmanship Award, it means that you have spent your entire season handling yourself with a high level of maturity and focus, thus providing you with a sense of emotional control that enables you to be a stabilizing force within your team. For example, this stabilizing force can be used to help teammates who need to get back on track during an intense game. You can also be the voice of reason for the coaches on the field in critical situations when they can't get to the team to talk, or having to speak with officials who will speak to you when they know you're respectful. All this is extremely valuable from a coach's perspective. To be able to do this week after week and still do your role as a player and keep a level head requires a great balance. A balance that is hard to find in young athletes. This particular student athlete we are talking about did these exact things consistently, not only this year, but the entire time I have known him as an athlete. With that being said, I would like to present the George Brindley Sportsmanship Award to Emilio Figueroa.
So if you guys want to take so take a picture and then you're going to wait and we're going to take a full group one. If you guys wouldn't mind just saying this.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the honor and privilege of recognizing a student athlete who is our Newington Athletics Sportsmanship Award selection recipient. And tonight, it belongs to someone who has never needed a spotlight to shine. She represents the heartbeat of the culture we are aiming to build here within the volleyball community worldwide. She is quite simply the kind of person you want in your corner. She is what we call your ultimate hype woman. Yes, one of, if not the loudest in the gym always, but what I need you to understand is that her voice is rarely about her. It's always for someone else, a teammate, a friend, a coach, a celebratory moment that happens on the court and off. She cheers until her voice physically gives out. She has the gift of creating space for all to be included, even making the quietest teammates feel heard. This is where this person shines. She is diligent about navigating what her teammates need, and then she tries to be exactly that for them. There is the tenderness to her strength she carries, and when she believes she's fallen short, she doesn't wait for permission to be better. I and her teammates have watched her on her own sprint across court to hold herself accountable every day. Not out of shame, but out of character. She knows what she is capable of and isn't afraid to work to hold to that standard. That is who she is. She is what our JV coach, Coach Ithier, in our program would call that girl. someone who grows when no one is watching, someone who includes without being asked, someone who has spent 4 years at Newington Volleyball becoming not just a better defender, which she did this year more than ever, but a better human, representing grit with everything in her. This person didn't know that they were receiving this award selection tonight, and I think that's what makes it even more true and viable, because the way she carries herself when she thinks no one is paying attention, that's exactly why everyone will be applauding for her in this moment right now. We are so proud to call you one of our own. We are stoked to celebrate you alongside many of your teammates tonight who are receiving fellow accolades. Well done. And with this said, it is an honor to award the Newington Athletic Sportsmanship Recipient Award to Senior Defensive Specialist Jordan Zajac. Congratulations, Jordan.
Perfect. And then stick. All right, hold on one second. You guys need to. Emilio, go in the middle with Jordan. And John, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Congratulations, those are tremendous honors. So we have obviously many students that excel in the classroom, but there are only two, one male and one female, that can be identified as the Newington High School Scholar Athlete. So on the first Sunday of every May, we have a small gathering of about 2,000 people at the AquaTurf, and two scholar athletes from every single school across the state are recognized because they have raised themselves to the highest standard, both in academics and in athletics. These elite student athletes have earned recognition in their particular fields of athletics, but have also earned high-ranking GPAs in their class. The individuals embody what education-based athletics is truly about. It's what separates our sports from club sports and sports outside. So at this time, I would like to call our 2026 Scholar Athletes to be recognized here at the awards night. Our male Scholar Athlete, Thomas DiNapoli. And our female Scholar Athlete, Olivia Canapari. So we've gotten there. Now on to our final awards of the evening. The Joyce Jammer and Joy Brindley Awards are given to the student athletes who, in the opinion of the head coaches, have shown outstanding athletic achievement, have brought positive recognition to Newington High School, have been an inspiration to their teammates and the student body. To be eligible, the student athlete must compete in multiple sports at the varsity level for at least 2 years. Finalists, what I'm going to do is, before your video, I'm going to announce you up, and then we'll watch a little highlight video of all the unbelievable things you have accomplished. So I believe our first set of videos will be the Joyce Jammer. And I'm going to guess here, I hope he has the order. I'm going to call Jillian Bouchard, Joyce Jammer finalist, to the stage. Congratulations, Jim. Joyce Jammer finalist, Jillian Bouchard. Jill was a critical piece to the 3 sports she competed in her career at NHS. As a basketball player, Jill was a contributor to the varsity team for 3 years. She was tasked with being the main defender guarding the opposing team's best player due to her competitiveness and consistent effort. She was awarded the team captain, the Spirit of Sport Award winner, and the Hustle Award winner as a senior. In lacrosse, Jill played 3 of her 4 years. She displayed great attitude, effort, and commitment to being a student athlete. She accumulated 142 ground balls, 19 assists, and had 38 goals as of May 7th. She earned the Rising Star Award as a freshman and Leadership Award winner as a senior. Jill was an elite soccer player in her time at NHS. As a senior, Jill only conceded 1 goal in 9 conference games, leading the team to their first conference championship in 5 years. She was all-conference and all-state in both her junior and senior seasons, was the United Soccer Coaches Association All-New England selection, and earned the Premier Award of the Connecticut Girls Soccer Coaches Association High School Goalkeeper of the Year as a senior. From her coaches, Jill's determination and willingness to support others makes her a standout for this award. Congratulations, Jill. Our next Joyce Jammer finalist, Olivia Canapari. Congratulations, Olivia. Joyce Jammer finalist, Olivia Canapari. Olivia has been a 3-sport star during her career at NHS. She was a key piece to the varsity soccer team for all 4 years. She was all-conference in her junior and senior seasons, along with being captain as a senior. She scored 14 goals and had 13 assists to lead the team in total points. In the winter and spring, Liv was a record setter for indoor and outdoor track. She holds the school records in the sprint medley relay, the 4x100, and the 4x400 in the indoor and outdoor seasons, and the 400 meter in outdoor. The team is currently ranked number 2 in Connecticut in the 4x400 and number 3 in New England. She was also on the CCC South Champion Sprint Medley Relay team in 2024 for indoor, and the 4x200 in indoor, and the 4x400 in 2026. She was captain of indoor and outdoor track for 3 years, and all-conference in indoor for 2024, 2026, and outdoor for 2024 and 2025, with the expectation of 2026 as well. From her coaches, she is a true leader. She has created a culture where the teammates strive to follow her footsteps and be their best while lifting up their teammates. Congratulations, Olivia. And now we're going to move on to our George Brinley finalists. Our first finalist, Heath Whedon. George Brinley finalist, Heath Whedon. Heath was a 3-sport competitor for his NHS career. In football, he was a menace on defense, playing a critical role on the team's last 2 seasons, which made the CIAC semifinals. He accumulated over 125 tackles in each of the last 2 seasons, with a total of 326, and he had 34 tackles for a loss, 9.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 5 fumble recoveries, and 6 forced fumbles. He was all-conference as a junior and senior, all-state, all-Herald, and captain as a senior. Heath wrestled until he was a junior. In his time, he won the team MVP sophomore and junior year and was also all-conference, captain, and finished 5th in the Class L as a junior. In lacrosse, Heath was a face-off specialist with a success rate of over 70% in his face-offs. His ability to gain possession and outwork his opponents was remarkable. From his coaches, Heath is a talented athlete with relentless effort. He combined elite technique with a passion for physicality, which always put fear in his opponents. Congratulations, Heath. And our final finalist of the evening for the George Brindley Award is Josiah Sims. George Brindley finalist, Josiah Sims. Josiah was a two-sport star during his career at NHS. In football, he was a dominant force on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. His offensive statistics were gaudy, with 2,256 yards on the ground, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. He also added 31 receptions for over 600 yards, tacking on a total of 33 touchdowns. Defensively, he was extremely disruptive, totaling 170 tackles, 11.5 sacks, and 18 tackles for a loss. He was all-conference as a junior and senior, and all-state and captain as a senior. In basketball, Josiah was a record setter and stat machine. He was a 4-year starter. He set the single-season rebound record with 368, beating the prior record by 111 rebounds. He reached an elite mark never seen before by reaching both 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, finishing his career as the third leading scorer all time and the leader in rebounds by a mile. He earned all-conference and all-state honors in his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons. From his coaches, Josiah is one of the most dominant athletes in school history. His passion to compete and elite athleticism make him one of a kind. Congratulations, Josiah. So I think one of the most important things about all of this is that in all of the student athletes that we have that come through here and compete, these 4 finalists raised to the elite level. So before we announce the winners, I'd really like a huge round of applause for all 4 of our finalists. And the only way to do this, to announce the winners of our male athlete and female athlete of the year, is I'd like to invite up Ms. Tigno to announce our winners.
Good evening, everybody. I never pass up a chance with the mic, so I just want to say welcome, and I'd like to take this off to make sure I address all of you. It's Marathon May, as you know, and many of you have seen me everywhere because I've seen you everywhere, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Celebrating our students, both academically, athletically, musically, all the talents that we have in Newington is really what I continue to say makes me a proud principal. So being here this evening after coming out of the Arts Award makes it no different. So congratulations to all our athletes and families and parents out there for giving us the best. And I truly feel blessed and honored to be able to work with them every single day. I want to just give a shout out to Mr. Myers and Mr. Mateo. As you can imagine, with all the athletes, all the programs we have in this wonderful New England weather that we live in, rescheduling and making sure that we have everything for our student athletes is not an easy task. So if we can have a round of applause for Mr. Myers and Mr. Mateo. I know Mr. Myers will thank everybody at the end, but I want to make sure credit is due. So, all right, so without further ado, it's been an honor watching the 4 of you this year. I've been to, I think, every single sport except for golf. I think I'm too loud to be out on the golf course, but I'll get there one day. So for the Joyce Jamer Award this year, the award recipient is Jillian Bouchard. And it's my honor to present the George Brindley Award to Josiah Sims.
All right, that's it. So thank you, everybody. I just have a few things before we head out of here. Congratulations to obviously all of our award winners, our George Brindley and Joyce Jamer winners. Congratulations, you two. It's really phenomenal. To our finalists, you guys are elite athletes as well. It's been really a privilege to watch you guys compete. To our district admin and our Board of Ed members, listen, they really do put a care and focus on athletics, which I think is what allows us to provide what we can for our student athletes and always put them in a position to succeed. Dr. Brummett really sets a clear vision, our superintendent, that athletics is something that we should be supporting and we should be driving and achieving for. And sometimes she'll even, drop off cookies for some of our teams if she has time. But her leadership and really valuing athletics is truly amazing. So we really thank her and the Board of Ed for all their support. Our building administrators, you guys are awesome. Continued involvement. They continue to talk and check in with our student athletes after each contest in the hallways and meetings. It's really fantastic to see. Obviously, a special thanks to Ms. Tigno. I think this year she was trying to compete with me to get to more events. I don't think there was anything I went to that she wasn't at. But she truly is, again, you might have only had an opportunity to go to one high school, right? I don't think anybody truly understands that not every principal does what Ms. Tigno does. And her care and commitment to your children and you as parents and our programs is really paramount. So thank you to our administrators, Ms. Tigno. Thank you all. If you are a broadcast crew member, please stand. Broadcast crew members, please stand. So listen, right after COVID, and I'm going to give a huge thank you right here, Mr. Jacob Trowbridge. Jacob, can you please stand? Mr. Trowbridge has done an unbelievable job providing experiences and opportunities for the students at Newington High School to come and learn their craft in real life, but also to get out to almost all of our athletic events and make sure that he's streaming them online to make sure that if parents can't get here, you have an opportunity to see it. Obviously, he would love to do every event. He can't do that. But the multi-angle views, the play-by-plays, the continued growth, the students that you see here, Mr. Trowbridge, you guys just do an unbelievable job, and we can't thank you all enough for everything you do for our student athletes. So thank you all so much. When you call the athletic office, you get one or two people. Unfortunately, you would get me. Fortunately, you get Mr. Mateo. Mr. Mateo is an integral part of our program. He continues to just always make sure that your student athletes are in a good place, checking in, making sure that if there's an issue from a game before or whatever, building those relationships, making sure he's there to support our student athletes is fantastic. Our office does not run smoothly without him. So, Mr. Mateo, Jamie, thank you very much for everything you do, bud. Our coaches, listen, it's a very challenging job. Student athletes, we love you, but you also sometimes add the gray hairs or remove the hair that we have. And our coaches truly do care about your development, your citizenship. We talk a lot about community and wanting you to be individuals that if you moved into our neighborhood, that's what we would want. And that really is the true goal. And our coaches spend hours, and I can tell that by the midnight texts, the 5 a.m. texts, asking me about a bus driver name at 5:15 in the morning. You don't need a bus driver name at 5:15 in the morning, but the coaches do spend an awful lot of time just making sure that everything is right and trying to make sure that your experience is as great as possible. So a huge thank you to all of our coaches who are here this evening. Parents, I promise you we're not perfect. Those of you that are walking out here as seniors, I'm sure there has been something that you would like to change or something that you would like to see. I can guarantee you we do our best to provide everything for your student athlete that we can. And we thank you so much for providing all the support you do from home. We have some unbelievable kids. I don't think until we go into the state tournament, we start seeing how other students behave, how other coaches behave. I don't think we truly get a chance to appreciate how great of a community we have and how great our parents and our student athletes are. And the parents really, we thank you coming from home and making sure you're driving that for our kids. So thank you to all of our parents for all of your continued support and time. Thank you so much. All right, student athletes, listen, thank you all for everything you've done for us this year. Some of you are still competing. Good luck as you continue to go. Your industriousness, your focus, your care does not go unnoticed. The friendships you're building on your teams right now will last a lifetime. They're going to be what you make them last. Make sure you focus and support each other from start to finish. It is extremely important that you make sure you don't waste your time as a high school athlete because it is something you won't be able to get back. But we thank you so much for all the efforts and time that you do representing our community in a positive light. Thank you to our student athletes. All right, last thing. I usually give you one challenge. Your one challenge coming out of this evening. Your one challenge is sports is about appreciating teammates, coaches, and the lessons that you've learned. I challenge you tomorrow. Send someone a text of appreciation, right? It could be thanking them for their friendship. It could be something that they helped or provided you. It could be thank you for something that you learned from them. But the more we can highlight positive support, the more we can highlight something kind that somebody's done for you or something positive that somebody's done for you, the more highlighted and encouraged that behavior is going to be. So good luck with the challenge. Thank you, everybody, for coming this evening. Have a great night.